Hello everybody. Today we're going to be looking at how to calculate Stochastic's RSI, and I've already downloaded some data, some end of the day data for Amazon, and once you open that up in a spreadsheet, the first thing we're going to have to calculate is the gain on a day-to-day basis. So it's fairly easy. So what you need to do is you just hit equals E3 minus the previous close, and you should get a value here. And if it's a negative, then it means it's a loss. So double click here, and you should get the rest of the values. And so what you want to do to make up for those losses, you want to take the absolute value of the day-to-day moves. So again, E3 minus E2 to get positive values here. So again, it's basically the same thing, but these are going to be all positive values. So the average gain is basically the sum of the, let's see here, we're going to take the first 13 and we're actually going to plot it at on 16, on row 16. So for the average gain, you're going to have to type in the sum of G3 to G15. So G3 to G15. And you're going to have to divide that by 13. And then you multiply it by 13. And then you add the 14th value, which is this one here, G16. And you divide all of those by 14. So again, you should have 14 values, counting this one here. And hit enter. Get a value here, and double click to get to calculate the rest of them. You do the same thing using the H column. So again, you're gonna have to type in sum of H3 to H15. So you take the sum of that, divide it by 13, you multiply it by 13, and then you add the 14th value, which is this one here. Close the parentheses and divide all of that by 14. Double click here. Now what you want to do to calculate the, let's see here, stochastics, the RS, is you're basically gonna take the difference. So I16 divided by your average loss. There we go. Double click it, and for your RSI, you're gonna take a 100 minus 1 divided by parentheses 1 plus whatever you got here, K16, and then close parentheses times 100. Right. Okay, so again, double click it to pre-fill, and you're gonna take the first 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14 here. And for the highest RSI, we're going to use the max function. So take the first 14 to calculate the max, and again it's your maximum value out of all of these. And double click it here. You do the same thing using the minimum function, because we want to try to find the minimum of the first 14. Again, double click it, and now to calculate the stochastics, the RSI, the actual stochastics RSI, what you need to do is we need to calculate the difference between the RSI minus your lowest, and then divide that by the highest RSI minus your lowest, and then you multiply that by 100. Okay, so once you pre-fill that, you can go ahead and I like to round to 2 decimal places. So when you plot an actual graph, what you want to plot is your actual stochastics RSI, which is these values here. And once you do that, let's see, what you want to do next is open up a new sheet. So the date and the close, I always plot them separately, and I'll show you why in a second. Okay, so we move this chart to a new sheet. See how that looks. So I'll go ahead and fix the axis, the vertical axis. I'll type the minimum value to be 100, and I'll show you why in a second. Just because I want to plot the RSI at the bottom. I mean, since this is Amazon, and it seems like the lowest won't even break 200. But if you want to, if you want to calculate it for other stocks that are, say, like that are trading within the 100 range, like 100 to 200, your RSI is gonna come out kind of sketchy. So you want to eliminate the vertical axis. This is out of preference, by the way. So let's change the color. And then you want to plot your RSI right beneath it. So again, include the date and the stochastics. So you move this one. Plot it right beneath it. I will try and do some. I will try to combine what I've put on here. So like I might do like MACD and RSI, and try to calculate some sort of algorithm or something, just to kind of do a video on statistical arbitrage. But I mean, other than that, there you have it. Here is your stochastics RSI plotted right beneath the Amazon daily chart. So if you get any values that are over 100 or below 0, then you made a mistake somewhere. So it looks like we're good here. Other than that, let me know if you have any questions, if something was unclear, any suggestions. Alright, well, have a good one. Thank you.